Hello, this is Jamal Rasheed. Today we are going to do some graphs and charts for you today. So we'll get started. For this first one with stock price, we're going to make a line graph. Oops. And then we'll go to charts. Make this line graph right here. And so we want to make it look nice and everything. Fill. Let's give it some color and give it a little background color. There we go. And so you see here for on our y-axis, we don't have any numbers from 0 to about almost 10,000. So we're going to change that. Make our minimum 10,000. Okay. Oops. All right. Now we got to add in our axis points. There we go. Give it a title, and for our dates. And then for this, I want the date to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to change the font just slightly right there. And then I want to change my font right here to make this equally as big. Okay. And then, instead of having that white background, let's give that background just a little bit of color, nothing too major. Let's go, it's right here. And now you have a little color back there. Since this is our title, we'll go ahead and give this a little bit of a feel as well. We'll go and I'll do that same color. All right. And so there you have it. There is our line graph. And so next we're going to go, we have our home prices. So for this one, since we have to graph our zip code and we need to figure out how many homes were sold in 2012 by our zip code, you see there's a lot of information here. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter some of this out by making ourselves a pivot table. And so now I can kind of take some of the stuff I don't really need out. I don't need the city. I don't need the street type, anything like that. So, all right. And then, so we're using our zip code. So there we have that in our row labels, and then our sales day month as well. I'm gonna go put that in our columns label. And then so for this, I don't need to know the dates for 2013, so I can take that out. All right. All right. So then we bring our sales date month, put that on our column labels, and then we're gonna have the count of the zip code. And so then we're able to put this into our graph. We'll need the total, so we just need 2012. and then we make it into a bar graph, and this is what we have here. But since we want the zip codes to be in the x-axis, what we can do is um, turn this into actually a column graph, and you see now the zip codes are horizontally in the x-axis. Now we can go over to chart layout, and we can add our axes titles. So we can now display that this is our zip code in the x-axis, excuse me, and then in our y-axis will be the home sold in 2012. I don't want it to be in the way, so have it over here. All right, and then so our graph is just a little bit plain. So what we'll do is we'll add a little bit of background coloring, do something like that, just to so it's not so dry in the background. And we can also have a little bit of coloring in the graph. You don't want it to be too extra so it's confusing for your audience. Something light. And then we have to, of course, we have to have a chart title. So we'll add that. So we go back to our chart layout for a chart title. And our chart title is actually going to be total home sold in 2012. So we actually need to change our y-axis. So we'll do that. And our y-axis is actually going to be our sales date, month 3. We don't want it to get too in the way. And so there you have it. You can play around with your chart title as well. You know, give it a little coloring or a pattern if you like. You can do something like this. And so now it has a little design to it, a little flair to your graph. And there you have it for your bar graph slash column graph. We turned it into that. And then we'll go into our election results. And for this one, we're going to make a pie chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this information that we have. We're going to go to charts, pie chart. And you see it already does it for us in here. But what we're going to do is we're going to change a few things because I don't really like how this is light blue. And then we have blue right here. Could possibly be a little bit confusing. So we're going to change that. And so we'll double click. Oops, excuse me. And we're going to change this color. I'm going to change it to something completely different. Go to orange. Oops. And now you see our little line right here is orange. Others is orange now. And since this is a little light, I'm going to make this a darker purple so it can stand out more. It's a smaller line, so and there you have that. And the rest of this I think is pretty good. We can make our background again a little bit more exciting, or just not so plain. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna also make our font bigger. Excuse me. I want our points to stand out just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go to font. And I'll make it a little bit bigger, and there you have that. We're gonna change our title as well. You want it to be a little bit more detailed. So you see we have 2012 presidential election results. So we're gonna have that as our title. And we can make ourselves a little background for our chart title as well. You see, you can do a picture or something if you wanted to have like an American flag or something, but we're just gonna kind of keep it simple and just have something in the background, but nothing too crazy or anything like that. I could add a pattern to any of these if I wanted. But there you have it. So today we have done line graph, which was what we started off with. We had to limit or excuse me filter some of our data in here, and we made ourselves a bar graph, and then we turned it into a column graph, and then here we have our pie chart. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.